Hello everyone, I'm Asiye Namdar sitting in for Anna Naidu, and this is The Heat. Fighting has resumed just hours after Israel's security cabinet accepted an Egyptian ceasefire proposal. Leaders of Hamas, the militant group that controls Gaza, rejected the plan and never stopped launching rockets at Israel. During the last week, nearly 200 Palestinians, including several children, have been killed, while one Israeli has been killed in the military confrontation. CCTV Stephanie Freid is monitoring the developments from Tel Aviv. Stephanie, it appears the ceasefire is already doomed. What is the situation where you are, and what now?
What now is a very good question. The situation as it stands, the Israel Army, the spokesperson's office is reporting 125 rockets have been fired from Gaza into Israel since that 9 a.m. local time ceasefire that Israel unilaterally accepted went into effect. At 3 p.m. local, which was just a few hours ago, Israel's military said, right, finished, enough. We're resuming airstrikes on Gaza. That is the situation now. The latest, as you noted, the first Israeli, they're saying civilian here or Israeli person has been killed. That was in mortar fire along the border with Gaza. That is the first time in all of this that an Israeli has been killed compared to hundreds of Palestinians. So, what happens to the ceasefire? Well, I spoke with a military analyst earlier today who said this doesn't necessarily mean that it's over, that this could basically mean there's going to be a heavy volley, and indeed the prediction is there will be a resumption. These rockets are going to continue, the volley will continue to be heavy, and the military will continue, Israel's military, striking hard. However, they probably will stop at going in on foot or with tanks into Gaza, because that constitutes an entirely different escalation of this situation. Right now, though, there's really no ceasefire, and the resumption of volleying between the sides, airstrikes versus rockets, has begun or started hours ago and continues.
And Stephanie, quickly, what have you learned about the humanitarian situation for the people of Gaza? Are they being helped in any way?
Humanitarian situation in Gaza, even before this entire operation on the part of Israel began, was in dire straits. The poverty level there is quite high because it's a closed-in area. Israel controls the openings and what gets in and out. And Egypt, for their part, cut off what was a very, very thriving tunnel industry of getting goods through tunnels, including weapons. Egypt's new leadership has also said no more. They cut off tunnel supplies. So what's happening in Gaza, people are in great need of many, many things. The basics: water, fuel. We're in summer, so it's not heating now, but basics in terms of medications for children, for the elderly. Infrastructure has been knocked out, and from the last campaign into Gaza on the part of Israel's military, much of that infrastructure was knocked out and hadn't had a chance to be rebuilt. So this is adding insult to injury, if you will. Infrastructure even more knocked out, and again, hundreds of dead. So the humanitarian, it's a crisis really in Gaza. What can get in and out? Not very much.
Stephanie Freid in Tel Aviv, thank you so much.